Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK Journey video. So in this video I want to talk about Kulu because we're going to be getting her along with the new season very shortly. And it is important as always when a new Celestial Hypogene comes out about whether you should recruit for them, or is it better to wait and see, or is it better just to, pass and continue working on your current hero that you are trying to upgrade, or just save your materials. Because of course Celestial Hypogenes are massive investments. They are the most difficult to build up of all heroes in this game. Okay, so one thing that we have to mention is the ultimate ability of Kulu has been buffed compared to the Pioneer. That is the only change which has happened, and this is going to be 300 initial pre-fill energy, allowing her to get off her ultimate a bit earlier in the match. Kulu, with her ultimate, she deals AoE damage to enemies. The only thing which really kind of I'm unsure about, might have boss applications, is her debuff that she applies, because she has a unique debuff called the explosive debuff. No other hero has that, increasing the damage taken by the target, which is debuffed with this, by 10%. It's a 10% damage amplifier from all damage sources on your team, apart from HP per second damage, which is not affected by things like this. But that is a very useful debuff, and that is why I'm thinking, like, at the very least, she could have a role in Ravaged Realm. And I was thinking a bit about Ravaged Realm, and from all the 4 different squads, because we have 4 squads, there are 3 Celestial Hypogenes which can be used in 3 of the squads. The only squad which has only 2 usable is the Dauntless, which is Athalia and Burial. And so my prediction would be, I don't know if this is for sure, but my prediction would be maybe Kulu would be available for use in the Dauntless squad. In which case, I don't know, would she be an upgrade? Like, we already have a lot of good damage dealers for even the Dauntless squad, and there could be some potential for her to have a role there, but I'm not really completely convinced yet. And also, we don't know, are we going to get more Mauler heroes this season? It doesn't look like it. It looks like mainly a Wilder season, but I mean, that is something that we don't even have to think about right now. We can decide way down the road. And that is the luxury of Celestial Hypogene heroes. They're always available for you to recruit and buy from the guild store. There's no pressure. There's no like limited banner for them. And so you really wait and probably till the end of the season. Now, as for AFK stages, this has been something a lot of people are curious about. How is she going to be meta for AFK stages or not? Is she going to be fine there? So my viewer on the VN server has pushed to a very high AFK stage, and I do want to show you something very interesting. So for the majority of it, because I have been checking and I've been making videos on his account, and generally it is those standard teams, either Iron Almas teams or these older OD Mauler teams, older teams with Fresto, that are mainly, and then even sometimes Hypogene Celestial teams, Fresto, Twins, and then Scarlet or Teline. Now, just today, actually, I found a team using Kulu. Take a look at this. There is a team using Kulu. Now, and actually, when you take a look at the comparison, I mean, it is pretty similar to this other Mauler team, which also magic cleared on manual battle, but this was on an auto battle. So, I mean, look, there's already a bit of use of Kulu. I actually want to take a look at this replay and see what is she actually doing. Because this is the thing, she sets up the barricade, so for melee-oriented stages, there can be a lot of value behind that. Because, like, look at the enemies. They cannot do anything to you. Kalin is going to shield you, Siren is going to group all the enemies on their side of the battlefield, and then Kulu is just going to hit them with the bombs. Kulu has pretty good crowd control with her devouring skill that devours 2 enemies and then bounces them back to the rearmost enemy, and then Siren just permanently locks them down along with Rowan cycling the ultimates. So this is basically the game plan of a Kulu AFK stage. But the important thing to notice is that, well, Kulu is not dealing amazing damage. If we take a look at the damage chart at the end of this, and actually you guys would have seen it briefly when we were looking at this to begin with, the damage is mainly coming from Siren. Kulu is not dealing nearly as much, even though she's way more heavily invested compared to Siren. So Kulu, as of right now, is not looking like maybe going to be great damage, but for those stages where you really care about the terrain and it can allow you to, cheese your way through certain lineups of enemies, I can see the value of it. However, for the vast majority of stages, there are probably just going to be other teams which are going to be just as good, if not better. So I consider, even for AFK Stage right now, it's not like she's a meta AFK Stage pusher. She's a very, for niche use in AFK stages. You're not going to use her in every single stage, although maybe you could. But it is not going to be actually needed for every single stage. So that is the thing about Kulu. Maybe some niche use, but probably when you compare it to other heroes like Cele, Harak, and even Cryanaya, these are all Celestial Hypogean heroes that do get their fair share of AFK Stage use as well. But they also have other dominance and other game modes. So the other thing is PvP. Now, personally, my biggest issue with Kulu for PvP is, number one, her terrain is also going to interfere with your own allied team. So, like, you're not going to have your melee heroes being able to make it to the enemy backside. But, of course, you can then build a team around either all ranged heroes or even dashing heroes like Athalia who can just jump across the barricade. That is one option. But my bigger problem with Kulu is she doesn't have major survival in her kit. It's basically Demolition Zone, her active cast. She becomes invincible briefly while casting this. Apart from this, she has Boom Boom Bash to like crowd control some enemies. But other than that, she has no survival. She can be blown up at the beginning of the fight. And because especially now we have a lot of good range damage dealers, Shamira, Cryanaya, even Athalia jumping in who can jump and bypass the barricade. All of these heroes are going to give Kulu a big problem basically in PvP. And so for PvP, I'm not convinced about her use. And actually, when you think about PvP, then you have to compare it with all the other Celestial Hypogeans. Cryanaya, Athalia. So Athalia is the queen of PvP. And that's kind of undisputed right now. Talene as well. Very solid PvP hero. I would probably always recommend Talene over Kulu for PvP. Just because she has more functionality in multiple different team comps. And she is difficult to kill. Even Cryanaya. Personally, even though I haven't built Cryanaya like up in Paragon tiers, I would prefer to have, as of right now, Cryanaya on my account compared to Kulu. Because I think Cryanaya has that press ultimate win condition. And in this season, we're going to have great artifact support for her. So I'm actually more scared of Cryanaya in PvP compared to Kulu. And then there's just a bunch of other heroes for PvP, like Harak can have some use. I don't necessarily consider him top tier. You have the twins who you might want to Paragon Ascend because they are solid, even in regular arena. Dunlinger is another option for like the tech option in PvP. There's basically competing with a lot. Now, so that is why I consider Kulu not top tier PvP. Definitely not meta for AFK stages. Maybe some niche use in AFK stages, but you can get around it with using another team. Like, for example, that Mauler team you saw, or you can just level up your account a bit and then run a multitude of teams. And so for those reasons, it's kind of like she's not needed as of right now. She's just like kind of a very luxury unit. And for those, it's better for you to at least wait until you see, do you want to invest into her? And I would honestly not really recommend people to be recruiting for her until we have at least news about the next Celestial Hypogean with their skills, because we don't know, are we going to be getting 3 Celestial Hypogeans this season or 2? I don't know why I have a weird feeling that we're going to get 3 again, and in which case it's even more important that you just save, because we don't know when that game-changing Celestial Hypogean is going to drop. And or even, rather than building Kulu, you can be finishing up building your other heroes, which might be more impactful, other Celestial Hypogeans. So that is my overall opinion. You guys can share your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you disagree with anything I said, have any more input, feel free to let me know in the comment section. But thank you guys for watching. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button, because we're going to be posting as much content as we can about the new season to help you get your best start, as well as just progress and rank highly in every game mode. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. And finally, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Firelight store. A link to that will be in the description of this video, as well as a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me at no extra cost to you and gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. But thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.